Hello, it's Sergio Espinosa with Halo Group Realty, and I have the pleasure of having Dennis Yudich join me from Roll City Painting, and we wanted to just spend a few minutes and wanted to have him have an opportunity to introduce himself and talk a little bit about his business, and as one of the people in my toolbox, as far as being able to refer him and his services to clients. And I've used him myself and have been highly satisfied with the services and stuff. So Dennis, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you so much. My name is Dennis. I own the company Roll City Painting. Our headquarters is in Rockwall, and we are slowly expanding all over DFW. I'm married, have a beautiful wife, beautiful little 3-year-old girl. We live in Rockwall, and as of right now, we're opening a second location in Plano, and then we're planning on opening our third location in South Lake, and just kind of moving all the way through the DFW Metroplex. But we're super excited to just keep growing Roll City and serving more people.
That's great. That's great. So let me ask you a few questions. How long have you been working in this field?
So I had another paint company, super successful in a different state. And so I ran that company for over 5 years, and with Roll City, we're coming up on 1 year, and we're one of Dallas's fastest growing painting companies right now.
Great. That's exciting. And what is it that you really like doing? What is it that you like so much about doing this type of work?
Growing up, I remodeled with my dad a lot. For me, I love seeing things go, not necessarily from ugly, but just from old, worn out to just transforming things, making them new again, and just seeing the happiness on clients' faces when that happens. It's really fulfilling that I was able to be the one to facilitate all that.
Great. So tell me about a time that really stands out for you as one of your proudest moments.
Yeah, in this DFW Metroplex, there are hundreds and hundreds of contractors. And one thing that I've always known, coming from my customer service background, is I go into every project with the mentality of I'm going to serve you better than anyone else in the area. And that's always been my approach. And this has been happening a lot. And it's whenever we come to a customer's house, they call us for a quote, and we see that the project has already been started. And then we're like, wait, there's painting that's already been done. What's going on? And they're like, well, we just fired that painter. And so their guards are extremely high. So when I know that we're coming in because another painter was fired, I get super excited because I know that these are like the customers that we are going to satisfy, and just beat any expectation that they have. So for me, their guards are super high, and I'm just like, let's get this thing going. And so the thing for me is just knowing when someone's guards are so high, they hire us because we build that trust with them. And this just happened a few weeks ago. We finished a massive interior repaint. This was a multi-$1,000 project, and they put the trust in us after firing someone else. We beat their expectations by far. And at the end of the job, their guards were they put down their guards. They were so thankful. They were just smiling, and their house was beautiful. And we make the process so smooth. And one thing that we're known for is just being a hassle-free painting company, where you hire us, we do exactly what we're supposed to do, usually with the cherry on top. We always do a little bit more just to make the customer happy. But yeah, it's just, that was a big proud moment just a few weeks ago when we were able to put a customer who had a horrible experience, and we left them smiling. So
that's great. Yeah, that's a wonderful story, and something that you can really tell, customers down the road and stuff, and really share that. So now let's change it up a little bit, and let me ask you about how do you work with challenging clients to help them understand what is best for them in their situation? I'm sure you've come across some challenging folks in your business.
Yeah, a lot of people, and at the same time, we got to know when not to overstep a boundary. Just I like to use actual real examples of this. This just happened a couple weeks ago. We get to a customer's house and he's putting, for example, he's putting a latex paint onto his fence. And he's tired. He's just like, I can't do this. I need to hire somebody to paint my fence. And when we noticed he was using a latex paint, which you never put a latex paint onto raw wood, we were like, sir, like this is gonna fail. Like this paint is gonna peel back. And he says he started saying he's like he's done it before. So we right away we see that his guards went up when we said that. And so using this is as raw as it gets. We're just like we at least ask permission, like, hey, we just tell you how we do it, just so because we know what works very well. And so that's what we do is we kind of diffuse, we bring their guards down, and just so we can actually like teach them the right products to use. Like instead of using a latex paint, you can use a solid stain. It's essentially, it looks like a paint. It does like 100% coverage, kind of like what we did on your fence, but it penetrates deep into the wood. It's in a stain formula. It's not just a latex paint that lays on top of the surface and comes off. And so we were able to teach him all that, showed him all a bunch of the work that we've done. And next thing you know, he's like, oh my gosh, like, and he hired us and became one of the happiest customers as well. So we just,
Good.
challenges come, but we know how to get through them, and just we just want the best for the clients. We don't want to just, we
Sure.
just want the best for them.
No, definitely understand. So tell me a little bit about what you did before you were into the painting business. Did you do anything before this?
Yeah, before I got married, I've always been into sales. I did car sales for a few years, and one of the best, when I got into car sales, I believed that you have to just have the right thing to say. But something about that did not feel right. They always had us watching videos on like, if somebody says this, then you got to say this. And it's like, it felt a little sleazy, I will say. And I almost wanted to get out of the car business because of that. And this one guy who he was a top salesperson, I watched how he did it. And for his approach was just listen to the client, be very friendly, and just deliver on their needs. There's no extra words that are needed. Just deliver on what they want. And I really leaned into that in car sales. And I brought that into all my history of, like, I just brought that into my, into the painting business. And I teach our salespeople at Roll City Painting, just like listen to people. You don't have to have the right thing to say, just figure out exactly what they want and come up with a solution. So yeah, went from car sales to owning a painting business, and it's been awesome.
Wow, that's great. That's great. Great. So is there a particular mantra or motto that you try to live by?
Just serve people better than anyone else, and wholeheartedly believe that, and all the success will come with that. Just treat everyone like they're your family, and make sure to just deliver on what you promise.
That's good. That's good. Now think about your younger self. Is there any advice you could give to the younger you? Well, what would that be?
Don't be afraid of what people might think. I learned that a little too. I believe I learned that a little too late. But it's at the end of the day, it's okay. But if I was to see my younger self face to face right now, I would say don't worry about what other people think. Just be confident and just focus on yourself and just delivering the best outcomes for everyone.
That's great. That's great. I like that. So how do folks get in touch with you, Dennis? Tell them a little bit about, I don't know if you have a website, you have a phone number or whatever, and what's the best way to get in touch with you, and how do they look you up as far as reviews and so forth? This is your opportunity to shine and kind of wrap up from there. So go ahead, Dennis.
Yeah, absolutely. Just we're all over the internet. We're on Instagram. We have a website, rollcity.com. Super easy. Just rollcity.com. Go on there. You'll see where you can fill out your information. Our phone numbers are on there. But the biggest thing that we always push people to is just go on Google, type in Roll City Painting. You'll see all of our 5-star reviews, and you can just find us that way too. So we're all over the internet. We're pretty easy to find.
Okay, cool, good deal. Well, it's been a pleasure, Dennis. I know that we were very satisfied, and you exceeded our expectations for our fence at our house, and people comment on the fence all the time, and I pass around your number, your contact information all the time, proudly sharing that, because you have a great service, a great product, and just look forward to many more years of referring you out, and wish you nothing but success in your endeavors, as you expand Rural City Painting here in the Metroplex and possibly other places and stuff, and just wish you the best. Thank you so much for spending a few minutes with me today, and that's it.
Awesome. Thank you, Sergio. Thank you.